Hello, everyone, and welcome to ZSR2. Today, we've got another Link to the Past Randomizer Crosskeys tournament. This will be quarterfinals, game 1 here between Telethar and Illus. We've got ourselves Jinxie Girl and Jessie and Comstay. How are you doing?
Good. How's it going?
Good over here. Rainy, gross day, so happy to have something fun to do.
Yeah, this will definitely be a great one. Crosskeys, always a fun time. Looks like they should be off shortly, so we'll see what kind of start.
At the quarterfinals. That's super exciting.
Yeah, quick moving tourney. You wouldn't believe it when I tell you that we've been at this for almost 2.5 months right now, but when you got a tourney where only 16 people make brackets, you very quickly find yourself in these quarterfinals.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like it's more about routing choices versus execution at this point. Everybody is so on point with doing all their tricks and their boss fights and low percentage. So I think you really have to rely a lot on your gut and where the seed is taking you versus sometimes you can kind of squeak by with just being able to execute a lot better. So I think it definitely ups the ante here. We have two different starts. Link's, oh my gosh, Sanctuary with that glove. That makes exploration so nice in Crosskeys.
Yeah, great early find. We do get a Sanctuary over at the Magic Bat, so as well as Desert Palace main entrance.
Interesting.
Yeah, those early connectors like Desert are not always your favorite to see.
Yeah, definitely not. We do have a Sanctuary in Kakariko, which is kind of nice. I mean, that makes routing a little bit easier on that end.
We also had another desert entrance. Very quickly, 2 desert entrances.
Can't believe we already have a glove. We are going to get a peek at that race game, which is just 10 arrows. We're going to see the Houlihan there from Illus, because early money is super nice. Hey, there's Pyramid Fairy with a full heart and 20 bucks.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to see if this Houlihan play starts falling out of favor in this mode. I feel like we've seen a good mix. It definitely still is the most common play, but it feels like it's been shifting a little bit.
I will never give up the early Houlihan, ever. Never. Hey, there is our generous thief over there hanging out just to the east of Link's house. We're going to take a look at what is in our Uncle Drop today. And it's Ganon.
I mean, out of all the possibilities, I think our runners can be happy with that being there.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, there's our old man save and quit, which is not convenient at all today, but the back end might. Oh, and there's Meyer. Let's just go ahead and find all of the dungeons right away.
Yeah, a lot of options once we have some ability to do something.
We're going to get an early look at Eastern over here from Telethar. That's pretty nice. I feel like a lot of people are doing that a lot more early than they used to, but I feel like this area used to be really, really kind of ignored for a lot of Crosskeys, but now it's becoming more routine to kind of check over here just to see what's going on.
Yeah, I feel like it's a great play when you don't have necessarily like a glove to knock out some checks. But obviously with the fact that we have so many options, I'm a little more surprised that we're getting such an early play over here.
Yeah, I mean, that glove definitely puts some things otherwise that you would leave off, like South Shore and things like that. Nothing exciting in the back of Tavern, just $5. Fairy refill, gonna take a look over at Eastern Palace here as Illus is continuing his exploration of Kakariko Village. Oh, Hyrule Castle. Yeah, let's just find all of the dungeons without any kind of weapon. That's awesome.
We did a dark check there at the Kakariko shop.
Hey, there's a bomb shop.
A bit expensive on the bombs.
Yeah. Desert and Turtle Rock going to be our 5-6. Oh, there's cheaper bombs.
Yeah, not exactly a good feeling. 100's a lot this
Yeah.
early, but I mean, luckily with the Houlihan, not huge.
Ooh, okay. There's mole arms.
Nice 3-bomb there.
Looks like we have a decent drop pack too. Small key, 2-pod, always nice to find. 20 more bucks. A compass, which I actually like compasses and cross keys. And the moon pearl. I had a feeling this was going to be an early pearl.
Yeah, glove and pearl already.
That's just not a good time. It's just really not. It opens up way too much, way too fast. Hey, and there's a vanilla well. A lot of 5-item caves we're finding here. Still no stable weapon other than bombs, but definitely more of an exciting chance. Oh, flippers. Okay.
Did Telethar skip the bombs there?
Yep.
Interesting. I thought we would have seen the bomb purchase right then. You know, having skipped the expensive play. Okay.
That blue mail on Cackwell is actually very nice to see, especially when you have that early moon pearl, because the overworld hits and it hits hard. Telethar has to be careful here. Didn't do that Houlihan, so doesn't have much money at all. Gonna drop into this well here with no bombs and then get those flippers, so Houlihan is going to be much more difficult. There we have the front of Hookshot Cave over in Kakariko. Can't do nothing with that yet, as we do not have hookshot or boots, but definitely something to keep in mind. There's the back at Desert, no key steal from Illus.
Yeah, all of our desert entrances pretty easily available right now. I think, we've only not checked one of them.
Yeah, it's like kind of running into them at this point. You can't really help it.
Our Lost Woods drop down is vanilla for a small key. Unfortunately, just Mire, so not huge. No runner turns their nose up at a Mire key. It does make the routing a little bit better.
Yeah, it's just like one of those things. If I get one, okay. If not, then I'm like, okay. Hey, there's a sword. Double take on that.
Agree. We've got some offense finally as well to go along with the early blue mail.
Ooh, Smith's not a terrible location, but not a great location. I mean, I guess I'd rather see Smith's there than a dungeon, but okay.
Yeah, important thing always to remember about that Smith is the only thing it can really be locked behind is a glove. So, in this case, not terrible. And we do see a vanilla lumberjack with nothing there.
Can just everything be freaking vanilla? This is bull.
I swear, this is Crosskeys.
There's no way Star rolled this. Star only rolls horrible seeds. So far, nothing super exciting with those gloves, but I'm
no
sure
vanilla.
It's gonna shake up soon.
Yeah, no vanilla Death Mountain Ascent this time. But we're going to get to see Sanctuary. We're starting to run out of actual item drop locations. So this... Yep, there we go. There's our magic bat. So nothing we can do there yet.
What was at the Houlihan spot? Is that Useless Fairy?
That might have been. I don't remember seeing anything important there, and we haven't seen Uncle yet. So this is looking like Uncle at the pyramid.
Yeah, and I get too.
But Illus going right into this desert check now. I mean, when you've got a glove, you've got Pearl.
And the key. And the small key.
French vanilla small key there. Very nice find.
Little love.
Illus getting that little bit of magic. This is always a good place to start thinking about it. It's nice to have. And we do get our first bottle, so...
That's not terrible to find, especially if you haven't found Sick Kid yet.
Agreed, completely. And Illus is going to go out this right side of desert.
Ew, Zora's open. Hey, that's a nice connector. Unfortunately, we don't have the cape or the Master Sword, but pretty easy to get to. And Bumper Cave.
Yeah, the hookshotable side of Bumper Cave, so... We'll see if that becomes important later. But back into Sankstart, back to Kakariko for Illus. I guess that was one entrance Illus had left out for a little bit, so... And it looks like we're going to see the front now of Hyrule Castle.
But yeah, it's a little hard to put it off after you get that sword. I mean, there's some items in here. We do know the back of Snake is going to be blocked by that hammer unless they steal the key, which would just be silly at this point.
Yeah, I don't see a reason to steal the key. Like, I think the only time you really consider it as much is if you get, like, the lumberjack or the pyramid. But in this case, like, you're expecting, you know, some kind of mirror or hammer to show up to give you better access to it.
Okay, we have Death Mountain Descent. Dark Cave, it looks like. Okay, which takes us to Death Mountain. Let's do it.
We find Graveyard Ledge, so nice always for the bomb refill, but we also get a small key to Turtle Rock. One key is very powerful in this mode, depending on how we find entrances for that dungeon. We might not need too many more.
Yeah, definitely. It's nice to find that. Turtle Rock just takes on a whole new entity in Crosskeys. Blind Set, okay.
This out of logic play up the mountain really looking good so far.
There's our cave. Well, that's going to give Telethar another check on top of Hyrule Castle. We're going to go see the Dark Cross check from Illus.
Yeah, we'll probably get another save and quit right afterwards. I don't see a need for a Death Warp out of Dark Cross at this point to get back to the front for either checking left or right Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, super quick walk. Wow, like every connector in the game we're finding already.
Unfortunately, we did not find the old man, so this is our last opportunity if it's not Hera. And actually, there we go. There is our old man.
Another small pod.
And did I say we weren't going to get another Death Warp? Apparently, I was completely wrong.
Shame.
I know.
Alright, what's our old man got? Oh, just some love.
But besides that connector, I mean, Blind Sight, very nice, but not a whole lot of points of interest here on the mountain. Although that's...
nice connector.
Yeah, very powerful left exit of Hyrule Castle.
And we're going to start some Dark World exploration from Illus. Telethar over in the desert area, popping out of the old woman connector.
Which is interesting in that does give us logical access now to the mountain.
Oh, we have Pod and Paradox. Absolutely. I'll take both. Thank you. So one key to Pod, we're not going to get super, super far, but we can get decently far. Mushroom and a small key to Ganon's Tower.
Definitely going to be looking for probably another one or two of those to feel comfy in that dungeon.
Yeah.
Telethar immediately spending the one small key he has, as we get a big key to Skull Woods on Illus's side before he has the option to even go in there. So very nice.
Yeah, that is there. Oh, hey, there's Master Sword in Pod. That's very convenient because now we have the mushroom. Wow, the shovel, and like all the fetch questy stuff that we can just get out of the way. And the bug net. All right.
Okay, Illus is going to check this connector, though, for now. And end up at a completely different side of Dark World. Our middle paradox is Hype Cave.
Getting some mimic clips over here from Telethar.
Going for those buffer lists, does get it. Very nicely done. And very interesting, we do get the Hyrule Castle small key locked.
Hey, there's Thieves Town. Gonna get these first 4 checks here. Not gonna be able to go very much further unless we have a vanilla big key or a French vanilla big key. Are gonna get this check here where our 50 rupee cave is, which today is Hype Cave.
All the multi-item entrances really showing up quickly here.
Nice.
Interestingly, nothing of I was about to say nothing of massive value, but the myths kind of changed that.
Wow, this is interesting.
But nothing in the front of Thieves Town to really give us a hint of where to go next. On Illus's side, we do find the library there for Telethar.
Hey, C-shaped house. With the bow.
Okay, so that small key's now in logic.
We did get the map for Eastern Palace. We'll be able to see what that is. Nope, that's the good end. You want to check that?
Yeah, Telethar just keeps finding these free item caves, one after another. Meanwhile, Illus it's a small key to Castle Tower with the flute in Super Bunny.
Wow.
Wouldn't have thought much of the item caves, but flute's a nice mobility, even with a decent Sank start in this seed.
Wow, that's interesting. And another big key over at Hammer Pegs to Misery Mire.
Yep, we are going to get that really quick flute activation now from Telethar.
Digging for days. Unfortunately, without that mirror, we're not able to check that shovel just yet. Lots of digs for just nothing.
The Arrow of Destiny is not just nothing, right?
I apologize.
And I like the play from Telethar, going right into Hyrule Castle at this point, saying, I can get the full clear here. Easy play.
Oh yeah, for sure. Illus gonna turn in that mushroom before accidentally finding the potion shop, which in Crosskeys, you never find the potion shop. Ever.
I will be curious, and yeah, it looks like Illus is going to go for this connector. Has the sword. Oh, I was about to say, are we just getting Discovery? No, we are actually going to follow it now. It's like we fell, unfortunately, there. This one is always a little difficult to hit out.
Illus has an extra key to pod, gonna be able to do a little bit more exploration when they find it. That could be interesting.
Okay, Illus is able to get through that dark up to the mountain. Gonna have to be pretty careful on one heart. But having found, yep, there you go, Graveyard Ledge. Very clutch in this moment.
Yeah, he was low on bombs too, so that's pretty nice. Getting a death warp from Telethar.
I would have been tempted to even go back in for the extra bombs there, only down to 6. Not a terrible number, but, you know, 4 easy
I'm all
bombs.
about safety, so I agree. I like picking up the compasses too, because I get, like, when I'm commentating or tracking, I can count items, but when I'm playing, it's like I just go brain dead. I can't keep track.
So Telethar does check that connector on the left side of Hyrule Castle, is going to head back in. We are getting the play over to check the right side. I'm wondering if we're going to get this back, though.
Yeah, that's interesting. Although a little less scary to check when you do have the Titan's Mints. Not going to go to the back. All right, you do you, man.
And here we go with our Mire area play.
It's like we need Quake to open up the Mire entrance. Ooh, nothing so far in Mire.
More nothing for now, as Illus is kind of retracing Telethar's steps a little bit.
I thought something was for sure going to be over here in Mire, given that we got the Titan's Mints and the flute, you know, less than 20 minutes in. Hey, there's a entrance to Turtle Rock. I almost said Thieves Town. I'm okay.
I mean, the hard part here is we just have so much access so quickly.
To everything. Like,
yeah.
Everything. Oh, that's a nice connector. Here's the front of Super Bunny, which we don't really need. Although we can take that connector and spit back out at the front. Looks like we need Ether for Turtle Rock.
And Illus is going to check the Dark Death Mountain connector or entrances here rather than go through that old lady connector.
Yeah, we didn't see this from Telethar, so this could be good. There's the bomb hut for a small key to Mire.
And we also find the front of Turtle Rock over on Illus's side.
Oh, there's Berna over on Hylia Island.
We'll see how far Telethar wants to work with these flipper checks. I like the hobo play. Easy, you can flute away from it, but are we going to head up to Zora? I'm having my doubts with the lack of money right now.
Yeah, that... I don't know. Hey, half magic off hobo isn't bad. Okay, well, Illus doesn't have those Titans yet, so that connector over to the Dark Sank is pretty nice.
Yeah, this is Illus's second trip into this area of Dark World as well. First trip, he took that Dark Lumberjack down to Hype Cave through Paradox.
There's the bottom of Spectacle Rock. Now, we did see the entrance, the other one, but we didn't see the fall down yet. Here's $100. You should pick that up. You don't have Zora money. Are you crazy? There
We've got Mire Shed at Thieves. It's interesting. I feel like we've knocked out like all of our 5-item caves, but now we're starting to get like a bunch of the 2-item ones as well.
Yeah, we still need to find Saha and that hookshot so we can get the checks in Hookshot Cave, but we found a lot of the big ones, including Cackwell, which was conveniently vanilla today. High five. So close to syncing up.
Well, it looks like Illus is going to do these plays or these checks into Skull Woods, having that big key, whereas for Telethar, the obvious play is to head south here.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. That elusive mirror is gonna orphan some checks for us, like the K45 entrance here for Telethar. Does not have the shovel yet, so not as compelled. I definitely agree with putting off Skullwood since we do know where that big key is. We don't know if it's going to pay off yet, but having that before you go in is definitely convenient.
Telethar hoping for being able to use the Mitts way out of here, but luckily still able to. But yeah, the game was not nice.
And the back of Skullwoods, just at the fortune teller's hut in front of Skullwoods. No fire source yet, so we are not going to be able to kill Mothula, but definitely pretty convenient to get to.
And the unfortunate full health refill right there.
Yeah, that feels bad, especially on Blue Mill.
Yeah, definitely a little lucky that the Gibdos are able to still do a heart of damage, but not as fast as you were hoping.
Nothing exciting at the Swamp Palace entrance, but now we get our first look into Skullwoods.
And we have a connector here at the front entrance. So, how bad is Skullwoods today? Every runner's favorite question is, do I get a bad Skullwoods or a worse Skullwoods? And we get a cooperative one. Hey.
Nice. There's that paradox find for Telethar. That is going to be, his big key to Skullwoods, his shovel, his mushrooms, small to GT. So definitely some fun stuff in here. Oh, that Gibdo jerk.
Luckily, we have that sword to deal with.
We're going to do some drop downs for Illus.
I'm surprised by this gamble, to be honest. We know that that middle entrance was going to be safe. And, if Illus falls down that hole, there was a chance we would have had to, go in and out and spend keys in weird ways to get all the checks. We would have still been fine for keys. It just seems a little more aggressive for maybe not a massive time save. If one at all.
Gotta get reckless in quarterfinals.
I guess so.
That is a guaranteed small key in Crosskeys.
At least for now.
Yeah. Hey, there's a fire source.
So are we going right back for the moth?
I mean, it's not a bad idea. Big key not being very exciting, but now you don't have to worry about it.
Well, at this moment, Illus is going to pass for a bit.
Yeah, Illus is still on Fighter Sword. So I guess waiting for it. I mean, Skullwoods isn't going anywhere, and it would be out of logic as well, so... Wonder if we are going to get the Zora checks here from Illus. He has enough money.
Yeah, and just hasn't had much of a reason to go towards South Shore.
Yeah, so we have the options to do... Gonna get that half magic off Hobo. Might check out the Ice Rod area. Can't do the Ice Palace entrance yet. Did Telethar do the Ice Palace entrance, or did he not have... He did, okay.
It's very interesting, Telethar going with the left to right sweep from Desert area with that connector from Old Lady. giving a bit better of a route here, whereas Illus coming from the right side with the flipper checks, gonna miss a little bit that Telethar had the ability to go after.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, gonna get a look at Ice Drag Cave here from Illus. We did not see this on Telethar's side. Ew, swamp. Okay. Hey, there's Sick Kid, and you got a bottle. Oh, for a big key. Turtle Rock, very nice. That is definitely required.
Yeah, and we do know where that east side, where the big chest is, and there's our exit to Spiral Cave.
Hey, there's our hammer at the dam.
And before you know it, we've got full access to this game, really. Not an entrance that's really outside of the possibility anymore.
Yeah. Illa's about to pick up their flute. Gonna find navigation a little bit easier. Wow, all Telethar needs is that mirror to have like the easiest navigation. Like these are all like the dream items, you know, the Titans, which doesn't really do anything. It's just more of a convenience thing. That hammer, flute, just very nice.
I don't know if I call mitts a dream item. I always find them to be kind of a danger that scare me.
I think it all depends on how your setup is towards to get to the dark world. You know, if you don't have that hammer for a while, the Titans is a lot more convenient than kind of doing that whole walk around to get to the dark Kakariko to get, you know. Any kind of, you know, glove or mitts is definitely a very nice convenience item early on in Crosskeys. There's another big key over on the Zora ledge.
Was that what that was? I could only see the bare minimum of that one.
Yeah, I agree, Din. Yeah, it's not for a want, it's for a convenience thing, I think. Alright, we are going to get a look at the back. Yes, of Hyrule Castle, just a full heart from Zora. So again, our Scamfish. But this is going to be a new check. For nothing. Big key to Eastern. Hey, Telethar already has that bow. Illus has not gotten yet, but that's going to be a single dip of Eastern Palace when Telethar finds it, should they get that big key first.
Yeah, definitely a good find on that one. We also get the information that our flooded item, not important today.
Now, Telethar is going to get to single dip Eastern Palace today.
I don't know about that, actually. With that Eastern Big Key being on the Zora ledge...
Oh, I don't know. I had it marked. Yeah. I was thinking...
I gotta wonder,
rod.
does Telethar stay away until he has Zora money?
I don't know. You came all the way over here, but you have the flutes. I don't know.
Yeah, tough call.
Telethar doesn't have that bottle to get the big key to Turtle Rock. That's what that big key was. That's unfortunate. Oh, no.
Yeah, there's our flute. I'm not sure to where yet, but back into Kakariko.
There's a top of bumper for Illus. That hammer in the location that it is, being in the dark pot area, you're not really going to have a super easy way to get over here. You gotta walk.
Yeah, really relying on that. I don't think we had any connectors there, so this really comes down to taking that walk from VOO and swimming over. And I mean, for Illus at this point, having done most of the West Arc World, it's really going to be a concentrated effort to head to East Arc World now.
Yeah, I thought Telethar was going to do hammer pegs there, but didn't. Illus gets that bow from C-Shape House, so Illus is definitely going to get a single dip Eastern Palace.
Yeah, I wonder if for Telethar that waiting on hammer pegs is more about hoping for maybe doing that with purple chest at this point.
I think he didn't do Spike Cave because that's a save and quit for the most part. You don't want to walk all the way back on a Spike Cave without the boots. Shoot Johnny 2 bombs with an arrow there by accident. Getting into Hype Cave, going to get that big key to Hera as well as their mitts. Now we have that pod dip for Illus, so gonna get their Master Sword and Bugnet, as well as their Hyrule Castle key, and then we are gonna get some new checks that we didn't get to see from Telethar because they only had 1 key coming in.
I'll say I really like the fact that, we also get the added benefit of, the logical right side here, so...
Yeah, I feel like Telethar went pretty far out of logic for a little while, and while a lot of people don't really pay much attention, I think in, quarterfinals, you really have to be able to read that logic because your opponent certainly is going to be able to. So if you get yourself too far out of whack, you're going to end up missing something that's going to be crucial to the game. I mean, if you're good at remembering what you got out of logic, then that's fine. But if you forget...
Illus is starting to set up slowly but surely for the Death Warp, it looks like.
There's that lamp. Also going to be able to get this big chest in 1 clip, just 50 rupees, but always nice to have that off of your mind. Our Smith really getting the world tour today. Gets to go and fight some enemies and all kinds of fun stuff. See, now Telethar has Zora money, so could possibly end up there.
Yeah, I just wonder how much that kind of, hits just with how many other better options you have.
Yeah, I feel like Misery Mire might be one of our pretty important dungeons here today. We already have all 3 small keys as well as the big key. I mean, we can't access it, of course, yet, and we don't have Samaria to finish it, but I feel like there's definitely going to be something pretty exciting in Misery Mire today. Which
Yeah,
is
I'd be shocked
probably
if we
going to
don't
be
get
a
access
pendant.
soon. I feel like access is just going to be here momentarily, and it's just, what do we get?
Yeah, right? It's probably going to be the boots. The seed has been very kind. Hey, there's Samaria.
That extra key really paying off on this trip.
Yeah, that's a single dip mire. Oh no, Illus doesn't have the big key yet to mire. That's at the hammer pegs. We're gonna get a look at Dark Shopping Mall.
And probably a run up to Catfish right after that as well.
It's really unfortunate that he's doing this without the mirror. Hopefully he pulls the mirror here so that... I still don't have a bottle yet, so never mind. That doesn't make sense. I'm very concerned about Sick Kid having that big key to Turtle Rock. Especially if there's nothing else to pull Telethar back this way.
We do get that map to Palace of Darkness to tell us it is one of our crystals.
The flute can bring him back, sure, but is that really something that you think about a lot? Like sick, I don't know. It has me concerned, I guess.
It's the one-off nature of it. It's, it's not that he won't go for it. It's that you see it and you're like, do I want to rush one item when I'm probably going to get access to a dungeon with 7? Like, even right now, Telethar's option, like, if this was the last 2 options, I've got access to more checks in pod versus 1 item on Sick Kid. It's one of those kinds of things, and, like, getting back to pod is almost a little easier and quicker than Sick Kid. So, it's not that Ice Rod Cave is terrible, it's just the walk is kind of irksome.
Yeah, it's more of an annoyance, like a ice rod on Catfish.
Definitely a nice find there.
Not gonna help much if we don't get back to Sick Kid with a bottle, though.
And Illus finding that TR entrance is going to make a few checks. To the question of who's in the lead, too early to tell, honestly. Crosskeys has this nasty habit of not really giving us an idea there. It takes a while. If I had to say an advantage this early, equipment-wise, Telethar definitely has one. Ice Rod and Hammer are especially powerful items to have this quickly. Key-wise, I feel like Illus has found a little bit better.
Telethar is going to get to single dip Eastern Palace as well.
Yeah. Our Hammer is at the dam, which is over in the Palace of Darkness area at the temple entrance.
How are you just going to walk past that full freaking heart that you just paid $500 for?
When I've got 7 hearts and no mirror and blue mail, it feels a little more realistic.
I don't
On the
like
plus side, one of
It
those big
upsets
keys
me.
we had been a little bit worried about, Telethar does get.
Nothing in the front of TR. Gross.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see if Illus spends that one small key he has to get to Laser Bridge. Like, obviously, Crystal Roller Room's a decent play here, because it's in logic completely, but do we see the play the rest of the way to Laser Bridge? And
I feel like you got to. I feel like you
Yeah.
got to. That's 4 items there. You only have 1 key to Turtle Rock. You know where the front is. I feel like you have to. Hey, boots on the shovel. That's a thing.
Yeah, once again, it's just Telethar has the equipment advantage here. That's about all we can say right now, is the fact that we've got, the hammer, the ice rod, the boots. Like, these are all powerful items that don't say this is the lead, but these are the items you want to give yourself an advantage for efficiency. In the long run, this pays out.
Yeah, agree. And that's access to Mire. Telethar does need to get another key to Pod so they can get Samaria, but Mire has me nervous. And there's a small to Pod. There you go.
Meanwhile, we do have a TR small on Laser Bridge. Good old French vanilla small keys to TR. But yeah, not a whole lot there.
Peace of mind.
Yep. And Laser Bridge is at the back of Desert Entrance. Oh, and hey, there's that potion shop we were talking about.
That's unfortunate. Definitely not as big of a payoff as those boots on the shovel, which they've had forever.
And another pod small. And that's the thing, think of how long we've had that shovel on Illus's side. Illus had shovel first, even. This isn't even like hey, they both had it relatively at the same time or something. Illus had the advantage for shovel time and just hasn't turned it in.
We got GT. And with that hammer and a small key, there's a good bit we can do. Unfortunately, Telethar does not have Samaria, so isn't going to be doing that right side, but can get these 2 checks.
Yeah, Telethar being our first runner to flute and our first runner to the boots. So both of those extra mobility upgrades coming a little bit earlier there, so just compounding little by little.
So we are going to get the bomb jump to get these 4 chests that are out of logic, but bonking across here is definitely in logic, going down towards the fire snake room.
Yeah, just be curious to see if we actually go for Fire Snake with the small key situation, as we do get another pod small. And in our Swamp Small Palace, can I just say that's so powerful. Like,
yeah,
if you don't understand the complexity here, what that tells us is if you're looking for a hook shot, don't check Swamp.
Exactly. That's where knowing your logic is going to save your butt. You gotta be kidding me.
Small for small, love it.
That was the same with TR. Okay, now Illus is getting their boots. Okay, now we are no longer in logic. And Ganon's Tower. Hey, there's Ether.
And that You know, we still don't have access to the Light Mountain, but not bad.
Another shield. Oh, tempered. Hello.
And after Telethar tried so hard to avoid the shield on Bumper Ledge.
I'm a little upset that Ice Armos isn't going to be gross. That's unfortunate. Welcome to Speed Gaming with a rate of 86. You are joining a 55-minute in Crosskeys race. This is the quarterfinals. We have Telethar versus Illus. Pretty exciting, very generous seeds so far.
Nothing really in the back here.
Did I say Speed Gaming? Sorry.
You might have, but I mean,
Sorry,
there was some speedrunning content of some kind going on ZSR.
Yeah, it happens. I'm out of coffee, alright? That's the only excuse I have.
Both of our runners into Skull Woods. And I don't think we've seen this right side of desert yet, have we?
We did.
Oh, okay.
Because the key's right here.
Oh, right. This one.
Yeah.
Completely forgot.
Oh, for this stinking tavern. Get out of here. Oh,
Did we see the front of Bumper?
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't have that other side marked, so.
Here is Meyer. Unfortunately, Illus does not have that big key.
Yeah, I feel like both of our runners might end up in here missing that one piece that they need.
Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate.
I do think there's a high incentive, yeah. You think so too, that Telethar's heading to pod soon.
But again, I would be more likely to dip Meyer without the big key versus without Samaria. So. Oh no, but Telethar's going in. Reverse that. I would rather do it without Samaria than the big key, is what I was trying to say.
Well, and Telethar only was scouting this out, turns out. Has not even checked any of these entrances still. But heading back now for Meyer, so.
Yeah, and there's a Smolta GT over on the Firelock side. We are going to get a cutscene. Check. Samaria is in pod, and the Misery Mire Big Key is in the Hammer Pegs, which were, I believe that was over in the pod area, was it not? It was in Dark World. It's the one I did not write down, of course.
Yeah, I'm not remembering specifically which entrance that was. But yes, no, Samaria was in pod. I do remember that much. Which really, for Illus, the push for that Dark World set of checks is also the fact that we know Hammer's over there on East Dark World. Oh, yeah. Ice entrance. Okay.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Oh, another Smolta GT. So yeah, Telethar not going to be punished for checking Fire Snake Room. People really are. So definitely not going to be held back because they made that check. And it was a key for a key anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm getting really upset about Meyer because it was not great. But maybe there's something in that big chest.
Well, here's the interesting piece here is that that's all 4 GT smalls now on Telethar's side.
Mm-hmm.
And they were locked behind all 3 Meyer smalls, which we also have. Is the climb going to be required on this seed in some form?
Ew.
I know. But we know the uncle's behind it.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth it, I guess.
I don't know if I go that far.
It's, well, I mean, you have tempered, so it's not that gross, I guess.
And
Meyer, I hate you.
That's interesting info, at least, with that map being there, because that can tell Telethar how important that Swamp Small and or Hookshot's going to be.
Oh, another refill.
Well, I think with where this location is, I gotta believe we're going to get a pretty quick a save quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hookshot on the climb has absolutely happened before. But we don't have the GT big key, so we really don't have to worry about that just yet. It's probably on the right side. Where's this stupid mirror? Come on, man.
Where's Fire is the other question, because I gotta think that the Ice Palace play is kind of also going, where can I go do that?
Oh,
Yep.
Okay. Telethar's going back to pod.
Yep.
That's it right there.
Gonna feel a little bad getting the Samaria there, but not the worst.
Oh, Illus is going to go check Catfish now, hopefully. So that's good, because it's where our ice rod is. Yeah, and there's the pod dip. So we're just going to see Telethar finish this. There's no way he's leaving pod without finishing it, especially when he pulls that map and sees that it's a crystal.
Yeah, we'll have to skip the vanilla big key chest, but at least it's not terrible to get back to this dungeon.
There's your Samaria.
You know, some clutch bombs, in a sense. Telethar was running a little bit low, but Pod, of course, known as the dungeon having all the bombs.
Yeah, this is nice routing for Illus. Hopefully it continues over to pod area. I don't see why it wouldn't. Oh my god!
Wow, okay, so even if you didn't want, or were thinking about save scumming a key, that's one you really can't today. We don't know if it's a crystal or a pendant, but you don't want to risk it.
I completely missed Pyramid because I blacked out when I saw the Thieves Town big key.
Gotta be honest, that kind of held my attention a little bit longer than I hoped as well.
I apologize for all the noise. My cat has discovered where the laser is on their litter box, and so they keep setting it off. And there's Eastern Palace. I did say laser. There's Quake in Eastern Palace. Yeah, I have foster cats, so I have automatic litter boxes. They just clean themselves, and the kitten has just found the laser, and so keeps putting his paw over it to make the litter box scoop itself. It's gone off like 15 times in the last hour.
So far, nothing real of real importance here in Eastern Palace. But both of our runners will get... Yeah, probably just looking to do that right afterwards.
That, I don't like that. No. Check it when you go past.
Yeah, I'm just worried, now that you forget it, or like... Did you forget it? Because I feel like you always see somebody do that check first.
It is a recipe for disaster, Den. I was hoping my cats were not smart enough to discover it. Unfortunately, they are.
Very nice cape dash. Oh, and there's our mirror.
I love Eastern Palace. Come on.
Not only are we getting the single dip, there is an advantage for Illus. Definitely one that can kind of change some of the tide right now.
I thought he was going to run right past that big chest again, and I was going to yell and be very upset about it. And that is our first crystal for Telethar.
Yeah, first crystal actually completely in this race. Shockingly enough, for as much as we've had item-wise and progression-wise, we hadn't had a crystal dungeon beat yet.
Yeah, it was in the big key chest. Okay, it looks like we have a crystal at Skull Woods as well as a pendant at Swamp Palace, so hookshot might be not terribly important. Bombs off of Armos Knights, but we did get another crystal, and Telethar about to get their... Hold on.
Yeah, he's going right for Eastern as well, so that advantage I said is going to just kind of disintegrate immediately.
Yeah,
but on the plus side,
their hammer.
Exactly. So something to really help kind of get rid of these advantages that have been building. I mean, I guess the bigger question is, what are we still missing for Go mode? Big key to desert, a fire rod.
Yeah. And, yeah, Fire Rod would get us, or Bombos into Ice Palace, I guess.
And really, there's no other dungeon we can't beat now. If we just have those. Get the Fire Rod, get the Desert Big. We have everything necessary to finish this seed.
Yeah,
well, and
we
yeah,
only know
these
Fire
all
Rod
could
because
be
it's 5-6.
Yeah, like all these could be locked behind a hook shot, but I'm just saying if you get those two, you're in go mode. at this point.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know what's in Hookshot Cave. Our fire rod could be there, but for all intents and purposes, we don't really necessarily need the hookshot. I mean, we have the big key to Hera. We're still missing what other two pendants. Huh, interesting.
But yeah, I mean, after this, I have to assume Telethar maybe rushes Misery Mire, goes for that clear. Could go after Thieves Town, but I'm not loving the play without the small key at the moment.
True. We're still missing a ton of item locations. Like, we can get the floating island now. We have the mirror. We can check K45. We still have the purple chest outstanding. King's Tomb we haven't seen yet. The right side of GT. There's a good bit we still haven't done.
And I just have to say, for as much as we gave Illus about the routing of the big chest, Telethar did the same.
I am shutting the game down. They both lose. We're done. And that's another, Illus can finish Mire now. So can Telethar. Where is Hera?
Yeah, we haven't found Hera.
It could be in Mire or T-Rock, which we have available.
I was going to say, all of East Death Mountain is available now. We have a lot of that mountain area that we have not seen.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Go do that, guys. What are we doing? I want to go. I want to see what's up there. Illus has not found GT yet either. And we haven't seen Castle Tower. He's going to finish Mire.
Yeah, but what's the play after that? Is this... Like, I'm kind of surprised we got the play to do Mire here through the Dark Worlds. Is this to check the bumper connector?
No, I've seen both ends. They're just doing it. I mean, I don't hate
Ella
it.
seen both?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like, I'm just not remembering that one for some reason.
Yeah. Whoa. Telethar, where'd you go? Okay. Okay, it was just $20 on Pyramid. Yeah, we saw GT. Illus hasn't. But we saw it. Wait. Why wouldn't you just finish Mire while you were there? That's silly. You're right there. Yeah, possibly. And there's the back of TR. Okay, we did already know this was a crystal. We're not really sure what Mire is. I think, well, Illus had Illus had 2 items left in here. Didn't have the big key when he came in, so that was definitely incentive, I guess. 2 items versus 1 and going all the way to the back to kill Vitreous, so maybe that's why Telethar decided not to do it.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of at this point. Whereas for Telethar, it's, let me find what I'm missing, knowing that I'm missing a dungeon like Hera. Haven't seen Agate Tower yet, and I've got a small key, so hoping for maybe one of those denser locations instead of one item.
Well, we do know that Skull Woods is a pendant, and we can do that out of Spiral Cave. What? No, you gotta go do that. What are you doing?
Run a desert.
Okay. Yeah, it's like, nope, go do that. Okay, just
Meyer.
$5 off 50, and it is a pendant.
Yeah, I don't know. Gutsy call. Looks like it's okay for now, but wow.
Well, we can't have hookshot on pedestal. I guess the only thing as of right now would be Fire Rod could possibly be there, but I don't think that's very likely. Yeah. Well, for now, yes, until we find out what the green pendant is.
Yeah, even then it will be Bombos dependent.
Yeah. Okay, this is a check I wanted to see. 10 arrows. Blah. But at least we're up on Death Mountain. I want to see all of the things. So now the ether that we can use to open up Turtle Rock is out of logic. Because that is on GT left after the Fire Snake Room. Map to Ice Palace, more information. Ew, found Castle Tower. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have a bird too. She's loud. And we have the chess game for a compass.
And front of TR also not paying out today.
I think we have to see Hera here.
At this rate, it definitely feels like it. I was about to say, I was surprised Illus did not go for the arrow purchase. There we go.
Yeah, I mean, you have that extra money. You already paid off Zora. You check the pod entrance. Get you some upgrades.
We find King's Tomb over at Hera, and there's Sahasrahla. Green pendant is Hera. Oh, we don't even need Tower of Hera.
Nope. So Hera, Meyer, and Swamp. And there's the Bikita Swamp. So Ice Palace, we're either gonna need Bombos or Samaria. No, you know what I'm trying to say. Fire Rod.
Yep.
Way to let me struggle there. Jesse, thanks.
Sorry. I'm slowing down today. It's like, what?
Smodelmeyer from nothing. Oh, man. Okay.
So Telethar is finishing up the West Death Mountain checks. Gonna head back up to do the East drop downs. But we really haven't found something to...
Okay, so we do know where Spike Cave is that they have not checked yet.
Yeah,
That could be a thing.
it's It's just surprising we have not found anything. We haven't found that fire for ice or Trinex or right side TR. We could, of course, do the left side TR front.
Ice is a crystal. Meyer, Hera, and Swamp are our pendants.
But we are going to get to see Tile Room. And this is one of those checks that we have left that could be something.
Ooh, Hera could be Skullwood's entrance. Okay, gonna get a lot more of a look from GT. Oh my gosh, words are hard. Going to get to explore a lot more of GT than Telethar did. Still don't have that big key, so hey, Ira.
Yeah, that's pretty important. If you were rooting for Illus today, definitely one of those kinds of items that can change fortunes.
So what are we looking for? Desert Big Key. We know where the Thieves Town Big Key is. However, Illus does not have that yet. We know where the Turtle Rock Big Key is. However,
and we
Telethar
do know
does
where
not
the
have that yet.
Instead, we know where a hookshot is in right side GT. So you had to come in with your Samaria to get Fire Rod and Hook. Wow.
So that's going to be Tempered Sword for Illus. Small to Pod, small to Swamp, another small to GT, Ether, and a sword.
Yeah, and that's the unfortunate piece here for Telethar is just that's the only check he has available in there. Like, what sends you back to GT just for Tile Room?
Well, he'd have right side too, the vortex on the right.
Unless he's rejecting it because of logic.
But Samaria was in logic.
No. I'm saying the only check logically available for Telethar right now is that Tile Room play.
Oh, yes.
So what sends you there if you're thinking, I want to stay in logic and not do Tile Room?
Yeah, sorry. I blacked out. Yeah. Gross. You're right.
Like, that's kind of the biggest thing that could have been there for Illus. Although, here we go, Spike Cave.
Desert Big could now be on Head, or in Swamp, or in Thieves Town. It could be anywhere gross. Like, anywhere.
Way too many options for that one.
It truly is. I suspect we're going to see Illus go ahead and take care of Turtle Rock after this.
Yeah, I mean, I see no reason not to go kill Trinex, get thrown to the front of TR, and just knock out those checks.
Yeah, I mean, that's 4 pretty quick checks.
And with that Flute Mirror combo, like, getting back to Laser Bridge is an easy play.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, Hera should be available. The only place it could be that we can't access is GT. And Hera at GT is just rude.
Yeah, but Hera could also be at the back of Skull Woods, which only Illus can get to. It could be on Uncle. That's so awful. I shouldn't even said it out loud.
Hey, we don't have a GT big key. You didn't speak the
but
truest form of it into existence yet.
I mean, the seed has been too kind. There's gonna be something really trolly. I love when the guards turn orange. It just makes me happy.
There's so many great palette errors in this game. I don't know. Is the orange guard better than the purple guards?
I don't know. I feel like the orange guards are more exciting.
Oh, we are going to get the back of the mountain, or the back of the old man. I don't think we've actually checked this one yet. Not that I think it does anything for us.
I think Illus did. I remember.
And Telethar heading right into the Thieves' Town clear now. Gonna do it without the small key, but yeah. Sensible play.
Finally has a bottle. Can get their big key to Turtle Rock. Sorry, as if my cat setting off the litter box and my bird chirping isn't enough, I also have hiccups.
It's a great day.
It's gonna be a good day.
Yeah, and as Wallkicks is pointing out in chat, that's pretty much been the story of this seed. Or almost the reverse, up to that point where the Fire Rod kind of came into to knowledge. Telethar had been hitting the item side, so it really has been a flip of the issue.
Well, it's not only Tile Room that's the issue for Telethar. Stick Kid has the big key to Turtle Rock, whereas Illus has to get the big key from Hookshot Cave, which is more likely, and then do the Harmless Hellway to get that big key to Thieves' Town.
As we also get our big key, our book out of the attic.
Because of course we do.
Yeah, unfortunately for Telethar, finding a pod with only one small key caused him to miss the Cane of Samaria for the first trips through other spots, including GT and Meyer.
But it did get him the Thieves' Town big key.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I don't know. So we know the compass chest doesn't have anything, but we didn't get to see the other two on the Firelock side. So, I mean, if that's our big key to desert, then we're in no mode.
Unfortunately, the blind just not taking the hit there, it looked like that Telethar was ready for. So a little off script, but still easy fight. And another bottle. It's screaming now at Telethar, go to Sick Kid.
I know, he just needs to get nothing but bottles from right now on, and he'll be fine. Well, the game giving each runner what they need. Aw, that's so sweet. I've been a hot mess the entire time. So you didn't really miss much.
And it does look like we're going to get that hookshot play. So Illus about to get the pod big key and really kind of, I don't want to say take control here, but really the turnaround is evident. There's your pod big.
Unless Desert Big is on this tablet. Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Big. Forced multi-dip of GT for those checks.
That's... you do not want to see that. Did Telethar do Spiral Cave? Or was he like, nah? I don't think either one of them did.
No, you're right, because I feel like Telethar hit checkerboard and kind of bailed.
Yeah. Well, now I need one of them to go do it so I know what's in there so I can mark it off. Oh, I forgot about mirroring here, too. Yeah, I think we're just going to see Illus bosses now. Like, I definitely see Pod being done before he does anything else. Like, he's not going to climb GT with Pod outstanding.
No, and I could see even Ice Palace coming relatively
he found
soon.
Ice Palace.
Yes, it was in CAC. I can't imagine he missed that one. And that could be this play right here heading into VOO. Yeah, has the mirror out. It's going to walk out mirror and... Not happy about seeing that, but yeah, there's our mirror for Ice Palace right here.
Don't sweat it, Sammy. I missed it too. Alright. Oh, there goes the litter box again, everyone. We're doing a drinking game for this. Okay, some new checks here. I mean, we haven't really seen anything in Ice Palace at all. No small key yet. How do we not have a small key to Ice Palace?
Yeah, we've got nothing on that front. I will say I'm a little surprised Illus is not going back to pod, but possibly the fact that there's not a lot of checks left there and not being in logic is kind of saying I'm not rushing this play. Maybe hoping I don't have to make a decision between Vanilla Baked Key Chest and Harmless Hellway, hoping for that 5th key.
True.
Does remember to hit the switch though, because we do not have the big key right now.
Hey, Wall Kicks, they got 2 single dip Eastern Palace. For the mirror. There's another small Turtle Rock. Oh, there's Spiral Cave for 10 arrows. Thank you. I'm going to exclaim that Telethar is the winner for check-ins.
Oh, perfect timing.
Yes, this is what you needed to do. Okay.
Completely forgot that connector let out there, so that really helps on the routing.
Yeah, that's huge for Telethar. Here's another bottle and ice. Okay, so now we need Telethar to go back to Ganon's tower. That's important. Yes, Illus does have to skip the Ice Palace big chest. Given that we don't even have a single small key to Ice Palace, I don't think that's going to be super... I don't really think anything very important could be in it.
Yeah, at this moment, they each have made a skip of a check in a dungeon that, at this point, both of them kind of are just banking on it not mattering. Telethar with the Thieves big chest and Illus with the Ice big chest.
I love the dad jokes. Hi, Allison. Alright, let's get a cold stare fight from Illus. Again, Seed has been very generous with our mail, our shields, and our swords, so shouldn't be too terrible. We do have half magic, so that's going to make the fight a lot better. Telethar going to give us a look at the Ether tablet. Okay, cold stare down. Both getting small keys. Hera and Ice. Oh my.
And that Hera small really just not even worth anything right now.
No, we don't even know where Hera is.
But that does tie up our crystal counts for a piece again.
Where are our boomerangs?
Yeah, we've got some weird gaps in the inventory tonight. Like, I don't feel like we're missing much, but then you look and you're like, how do we not have this?
Right? Like, we have all of the things except the normal things that I'm so used to writing down. Oh, I forgot about these checks too. Oh my goodness. I've like forgotten all of the things. That is true. We do have the bug net. Oh, we did check this because Illus did these first couple checks. Well, the only 2 checks we need to do. Okay, here's pod. 2 keys, so that was what, 4? You really need to check Harmless Hellway, my man. You need to.
Watch it be that the desert big is in the vanilla big key chest. We needed at least 5.
You're evil. I like it.
I mean, at this point, let's up the fun a little bit.
Well, I already said that it's on Uncle, and now you're saying that it's in the pod big chest, which they are absolutely going to do the climb before they come back for the pod big key chest.
I think we see Swamp Pals before either of those, at least for Illus.
I mean, my coffee tastes bad. No, dude! Okay. You don't have the big key yet. Okay. I was like, oh my god. He's doing the thing. He is. Yes. He better not peace out after he does this thing. I'm starting... If Illus does not go back in and check Harmless Hellway, I'm gonna say Telethar is in the lead.
Yeah, at this point we can start giving a little bit of an impression on lead here, and it seeming to be able to lean a little bit to Telethar, depending on how this pod play goes.
Well, yeah, I assumed he was going to do Helma first, but I mean, if he gets froggy and is like, I'm going to check the big key chest instead of the harmless hellway, then I'm going to have a stroke. Well, no, because he still has the big chest too, so he might do harmless hellway.
Yeah, going to the back seems like a pretty easy play for him to make. But this will lead to the hook shot for Telethar. No extra checks here in GT, so I assume we're going to start seeing some dungeon clears.
Nice little bug net swing. Pretty orange guards.
So Illus takes a brief lead of 5 crystals to 4, but Telethar not far behind for his own 5th crystal here at Turtle Rock.
Okay, he's going that way. Oh my gosh, this is good.
I'd even say right now, Illus might actually have a bit of a lead.
Yeah. It's going back and forth. Yeah. I mean, it's all going to come down to the desert big key. It's going to come down to taking a gamble. Are you going to look for Hera, or are you going to do Swamp? I mean, those are really the only 2 options that we know are really viable at this point.
Yeah, I think I'd be in for Swamp first in my own shoes, but I could see either play realistically. And
yeah,
this is the Swamp play.
Which is weird, because you would think he would want to do Thieves Town first, but I don't think Illus knows that Swamp is a pendant. Does now.
No, I mean, Illus has it marked on his tracker as well, so...
Well, I mean, this could be the play that wins in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, getting to skip the rest of Thieves Town, which really isn't... Or even finding the Thieves Town small key could be a big moment.
Oh my.
And there it is. That is go mode for Illus at 142.23. Our Desert Palace North, as we found that one really early. That's just outside of Kakariko here. Thieves Town is over by the Dark Lake Hylia, so 2 very quick dungeons left for Illus. Meanwhile, Telethar has, unfortunately, a bit of a longer dungeon with Ice Palace. So,
but if they big brain, they're not. They're going right into Ice Palace. If they would have big brain Swamp, it would have been super close. I feel like maybe not as close, but closer. The desert big key was in the second chest of Swamp.
yes, that is go mode.
Well, is it though? Because we don't have either boomerang.
It's unideal, but it's a form. Ganon is at our uncle spot, so...
All of Hera could absolutely be a Ganon's Tower at this point. Which would have been more fun if we had to get all 7 crystals to get like the Ganon's Tower big key or something. We needed something. Yeah, could have been a go mode fire up. Because we don't, yeah, hookshot is not needed.
The only problem there is, realistically, the logic was that you needed hook for the Swamp Palace small key. So I don't know if you rush Swamp Palace without your hookshot in this seed.
Wally would. What would Wally do? He would rush it.
Yeah, because our Swamp Small Key was in DM room of GT. You know, I completely missed that Telethar had the ice bag.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Doesn't change anything, but interesting.
I didn't write it down, so I completely, missed it. Where is it? It's in Kingston. Thank you. Oh, the stun item was a full magic refill. Okay, Telethar are gonna get their big key to GT. Don't climb that tower.
Definitely not in this seed.
You know, I bet we find the boomerangs, though. I just like to know all of the things.
You know, you were saying earlier, do we look for Hera? This might be Telethar looking for Hera at the back of Skullwoods.
Yep. A reading pedestal. Hey, there's our 4th bottle. No, 3rd bottle. Telethar already did Thieves Town. Yeah.
But with that, Illus is at 7 crystals and just needs to head to the Uncle Dropdown for Ganon.
Hey, there's Mimic Cave. I don't know why I got so excited about that.
Maybe it was a boomerang.
I know. Could have been. Hey, he's going to swamp. At least he's going to be in go mode. I do think, though, if that was Hera, he would have absolutely done Hera there. And there is go mode for Telethar. Telethar? I've stumbled on his name the entire time. I apologize. I mean, it definitely ended up closer than it could have been. That's one play was definitely the right one. Yes, this is the first game. This is game 1.
And game 2 is currently on the schedule. Game 2 is scheduled for tomorrow at the same time.
Get your GGs in the chat for Illus, who is just about to cross that bridge at 1:50:50. According to my timer, I don't know the official time. 1:50:48. Nice.
Yep.
Just as Telethar takes down their last boss, which is the Land Mullahs, and going to be heading into his Ganon fight. Sorry, Allison, for the spoilers. I didn't even read where silvers were.
I think it was something about desert.
In the desert big chest. Oh!
Yeah.
Rude.
Not happening today.
Are we joined by Illus?
Hello, GG's.
GG's.
GG.
How'd you like the seed?
Not having hammer or mirror for the most of the seed was a little annoying, but that final sequence was pretty insane. So you know, I guess balance on all things.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially like one of the very first items you guys got were the gloves, followed by the moon pearl. Like the entire world opened up to both of you like within the first 5 minutes, so I feel like that was kind of like a panic moment, but it did seem to route pretty nicely for both of you.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know, like for the most part I felt good about it, but then I found out that the other exit from Paradox Cave led to the pod area, and in the pod area was all the stuff that we needed, like that mirror and that hammer. So I was a little scared that Telethar got there a lot earlier than I did.
He got the hammer faster and the boots, but routing wise, you both did drastically different things, but it all worked out nicely. Like you had to get the Thieves Town big key in the back of pod, and Telethar had to get the Turtle Rock big key from Sick Kid because he did not have a bottle when he first went over there. So we were kind of, nervous for both of you because we didn't know. And then that Desert Big, of course, was the go mode for both of you, being it, in Swamp. But it was definitely a very good race. I think you guys navigated it very well given how early you had those items like the gloves, the mitts, and the moon pearl, considering how much there is to explore in Crosskeys when you have that much access to everything.
Yeah, it's also kind of fun for me. I tend to have a bit of a chaotic routing when I have a lot of freedom. So you know that shovel with those boots, I put that off for a bit, right? Better explore the dark road or something, stuff like that.
Because
Didn't
there were
work
3
out.
fetch quests in Paradox
Yeah.
Cave. You had the big key to Skull Woods, you had the shovel, and you had the mushroom. I mean, it was all 3 fetch quests all at once.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you either hit it or you don't with the fetch quests. It's I figured I would at least turn on the mushroom in case I find that potion shop, and I found it at some point. But
Yeah.
it turned out I had to go to that shovel, though I guess it didn't turn out to be too bad.
GG's, Illus.
Hey, Telethar, GG's.
GG Telethar.
So how'd you like it?
It was a good seed. Unfortunately, I last located Fire Rod, but it was a good seed. I don't know.
I mean, like, the logic of that, it was just beautiful. Like, why would Fire Rod be right there, you know? And that was something that we were very concerned about. I was more concerned about your TR big key being at Sick Kid. Illus did have a bottle when he went there the first time, and you didn't. There was really nothing else to kind of pull you over there. Thankfully, we had the flute and the boots and things like that, so you did make it there. And then, like, just the couple trolley things, like finding the swamp small hookshot locked, so you knew, you know, hookshot wasn't going to be in there, and then Swamp Palace ended up not really being completely necessary other than that second chest.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it did not work out for me. I didn't want to go to the right side because it just had one item in logic, and the hookshot the hookshot locking all of Swamp. I was like, I'm not going to go there, which kept me away from getting back to Sick Kid as well, because I was like, oh, I'll do Spiral Cave into Sick Kid into Swamp when I find hookshot, and that didn't happen for a long time because, yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it's very exciting for a game one that you guys came in so close together. Like I was telling Illus, you guys had kind of free reign of the entire map, both Light World and Dark World, within the first 5 minutes of the seed. So, you know, it was very interesting seeing how you both routed and then kind of ended up with that same problem with the big key to desert. But it was really interesting. I mean, you guys have great execution, and I think it comes down to making those decisions. Like, you checked the Harmless Hellway and found that big key to Thieves Town, whereas in the first trip Illis did not. But in Illis's first trip to Pod, he had already checked the Dark Cross chest, so he had that extra key to Pod and was able to pull out Samaria. But it was really crazy because you both were in Mire at the same time. Illis had Samaria, but you had the big key. So it was like, oh my goodness, like together they could do everything, but separately they're both missing one crucial thing. So it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, ends up saving time for both of us.
Yeah, and although we hate to see double dips and things like that, it kept the game so exciting because, you know, you each were missing something. So one of you was going to get one thing that the other wasn't. I was like, oh my gosh, what if that's the thing? You know what I mean? So it was definitely a great race. Chat enjoyed it. It was super fun and it was really exciting. So definitely make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for their game 2, which I believe it's also at 2 p.m. Yes.
Yep, same time.
Yep.
Very cool. But yeah, it was great.
Cool.
Alrighty then, GG's, Illus and Telethar on the race. Pretty good one here, and good luck for your game 2 tomorrow.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, so let's see, give them both a follow here in the chat. Telethar and Illus, as well as our 2 commentators today, Jesse and Jinx, as well as to our trackers, Lady Laura Linda and Sam Moss. Thanks so much for your work. This will be it for here. For us right today, we've got ourselves one final match on the ZSR channels later tonight. We'll have the opening match of the Zelda 2 100% All Keys Tournament 2022 Swiss Round 1 between React and Trav White. That'll be at 10:30 p.m. on ZSR Main. And then tomorrow we will have game 2 of these two, assuming we can find a crew. That will be at 2 p.m. Eastern, same time as today, as mentioned. Hope to see you all then. as well as a couple of Windmaker randomizer matches. There's a Majora's Mask randomizer standard tournaments season 3 match, and we also have the game 2 of the grand finals for the Zelda 2 randomizer and the Brew Invitational Tournament 2022. Game 2 between Dr. JPHD and the Alan Heffley. And then there will be more matches coming up throughout the week as people want to check this out. But that shall be it for us today. Thank you for watching, all. I think we're going to go over and say hi to Crisco while they are doing some ALttPR, no major glitches, any percent practice. So let's see how that's going. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.